Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 24 of the Pokemon NASCAR series. Today we're under the lights here as we start our East Coast swing here at Richmond International Raceway. It is a fine short track here, and it usually is the last race before the chase, the second race that is. They usually have two races in the Sprint Cup schedule. The second one being, of course, being the last one before the chase begins. But here it's race number 4, and it begins our East Coast swing. And we're going to tour around America, tour around the United States to kick things off here in NASCAR's best tracks, and maybe some fictional ones in there too. So it's going to be it's going to be really fun this season. It is definitely going to be an interesting season. See 40 cars compete here today. And we start off at Richmond after having our first 3 races in the Sunshine State, Florida. We head to Richmond, Virginia here for another great race at this wonderful short track. And here's the starting lineup. As you can see, Pichu starts on the pole. And our winner from Orlando, John Arnott, 2-time champion, scored his first win in 4 seasons, I should say. 4 seasons for the 24. He starts 19th, so he'll have a pretty good starting line here in hopes of going back-to-back this season. Now, one more thing before I begin. I do apologize if the first 3 races did not have any commentary over them. It's because I forgot to I forgot to turn on the my headset to use with Fraps, so it didn't record. It recorded audio from the race, but it didn't record my commentary of it. And that was a little bit of an error. That was my fault, and I apologize. I didn't realize that that feature was off. I turned it off for the signups, but I forgot to turn it back on again. So it was a while before I realized it wasn't on. And so hopefully for the rest of the way we will have commentary for the season. No biggie. I was always going to have commentary for all races in Pokemon NASCAR series. I just forgot to add it in the first 3. So now, hopefully you can hear my voice again. We're about to go green flag racing here at Richmond. And the first lap goes to Mason Powers. Ooh, whoa, contact Sachs! Oh boy, Abby Sachs got a little tight there, nearly causing a big wreck, and now he does! Gets into Max Skinner in the 3, and nobody else is involved. And Morgan McPherson having trouble, bumper to bumper, it's Powers leading, and we are still green. Believe it or not. Now the caution's out. We have a spin. Angel Navarro and Morgan McPherson, the 2 front row motorsports cars, in trouble. And Leia Walker going to lead to the stripe under yellow in the 19. Let's just show you what happened with Angel Navarro, as he was the cause of the first yellow. Look at this. Oh, wow. He got way too deep in that corner, trying to take out Max Skinner, but he did it a little too hard, and he lost his steering, and he just couldn't be saved. And Morgan McPherson, he was not involved in any wreck. Morgan smoked up in the middle, right here, right around here. His engine blew, right here. Yep, Morgan's engine just blew up. On lap 2, on just the second lap of the race, Morgan McPherson's engine just went out on him, and it wasn't a wreck, it just went out on him. But let's see that great save made by Abby Sachs. He got nearly turned, he got forced up by Anthony Lopez, and then he had contact with the 17 of James Richardson, and he got right into Max Skinner. And then, yeah, everyone was just bunched up. And then right here, he was just trying to stay in the groove. He was 3 wide, caught up in the sandwich. And then the 4, Billy Bishop, I think he had contact with the 7 and forced him to take out the 3. And yet somehow that did not pull a yellow flag. I got to give credit to the 7 there for making 2 great saves. He had a lot of damage, but at least he didn't spin out and wreck. Unfortunately, though, the same could not be said for Angel Navarro, who wrecked out trying to gain positions. And, yeah, just was not lucky. And on top of that, one of his teammates, Morgan McPherson, goes up in smoke. So, a tough day for Front Row. They now have 1 car. Well, both are... Well, Morgan is out of the race, that's for sure. And Pichu's sent to the back. I guess he might have gotten some damage somehow, or must have gotten some penalty. But nevertheless, he's 39th. He's at the end, as at the tail on the field after starting on the pole. Won't get last place. McPherson retired. There's Navarro running 36, still running in the race. So glad to see him still back in the game, still in the game. And Cody Smart, the other front row car, is 13th. We're still not quite there yet, so we're just going to skip a little bit ahead and hope to get back to the green next time by. Leia Walker leads. And second is Sam Rogers. Nathan Hudson's third. Grayson Acevedo is fourth. And Benjamin Miles is fifth. Here we go. Green's going to come out here back at Richmond. And there's the green flag waving. Here comes the 31 Sam Rogers. Going down on the bottom, looking for the race lead. Little gonna try to force up high contact. 2 drivers. Oh, they're slamming the wall. They spin. They take each other out. Big crash. And now the pileup. Wow. 1 car's upside. Oh, Leia's upside down. Oh, man. Leading to the line, it's Amari Stoudemire Jr. He was 7th when that wreck happened. And now he moves up to the race lead. He tries to avoid the traffic, and he does, just barely. But man, what a big wreck here in Richmond with the leaders, nevertheless. 3-wide battle. Rogers was forcing layup in the wall, and then the wreck happened. Look at how many drivers piled up against one another. Wow. It's got to be like... I think that's just a little over half the field involved. Look at that, only 8 cars, I think, made it through. Stoudemire having to pit. Wait, did he have a problem, or did... Oh no, he's just pitting regularly. I guess he had pit stops and now he's out. Oh my goodness. Surprisingly, only few retired. Jason, Brock, Lewis, Arnott, Hawkins, Leia, Elijah Gordon are out of the race, and 32 cars are still in it. So I thought there was more cars that would retire, but, well, at least it wasn't half the field. So, it's alright. Stoudemire Jr. leads, and now Jake Ferguson has tire wear, has got those tire marks in his car, and he's second, and the green is out. And Stoudemire Jr. is easily going to pull away over the slower Jake Ferguson, and Paul Barber easily gets by Cody Smart. Smart just has a lot of damage, nowhere to go. Now Stoudemire pulls away. He's using the lap car to his advantage. And now a 3-wide battle for 3rd place. And the 20, Kyle Collins, just sneaks right by. Collins, oh man, they're close together. And it's a big battle for 2nd. Stoudemire Jr. pulling away. Now we see Kirker contact Ferguson. Some drivers heading to pit road. Stoudemire staying out right now. Nathan Hudson's going to get 2nd. Wow. Ooh, someone in the wall. I just saw someone scrape the wall. Oh! Nicky Maxwell and the 83 spin. That's Johnny Gardner. Yellow. So Stoudemire's lead is just all but evaporated. And they'll have some challengers when we get back to the green. What happened here? Oh, man. Bishop's in it. And did we get another wreck? Did we? I don't think we did. Oh, no, we did. Pichu turned. Wait a minute. What? Oh, look at this. Sam Rogers he just lost his grip or something. Sacks involved. And then that's it. But still, the yellow comes out, and now Stoudemire Jr. has competition in his rear-view mirror. Nathan Hudson is the leader. And I think Stoudemire did win a race last season with his old team in the 13, which is now being driven by Chris Dodd. And Dodd is still in the race. But nevertheless, Stoudemire Jr. leads. Hedrick got their first win last race with John Arnott. Let's see if they'll go 2 in a row with Stoudemire Jr. taking the green. 17 to go, and he's off to a good start. Oh no, he's slipping! And Hudson just right off the bat takes the lead. Oh, he gets taken out by DJ Kirker. Wow, and now there's a pile up again. Are you kidding? Oh man, Nathan Hudson's gonna be really angry with DJ Kirker for taking him out while he was just trying to get the race lead. Man, Richmond has been wild. There's Chris Dodd. And there's the other cars involved. Wow. I mean, Chris Dodd, what was he thinking? Now these cars, and now several cars slipping near the start-finish line. I wondered if there was another crash. At least we had a couple green flag runs, that's for sure. Oh, man. Oh, wow. They were trying to avoid wreckage, and then they spin each other out, and there was just no room. Oh, boy. They all just got forced up in the wall. They got taken out each other, and it just was a mess. And the leader to the strife, believe it or not, was James Richardson. And I'm not sure how in the world he was able to get that lead. Looked like Stoudemire Jr. had a good start. Then he slipped in turn 1 and allowed the other competitors to catch up. They were going for the race lead. And then James Richardson sneaks up and takes it. It's going to come down the final laps here at Richmond. Still very, very, very interesting. 2-lap cars, Paul Barber and Matthew Emdev. I wonder if they'll factor into the results here. Green. 11 to go. And Richardson pulls away already. Richardson, by the way, won last season here. On the last lap pass, nevertheless. And now DJ Kirker going to go for the lead. Oh, bumper to bumper. They're about to go 3 wide for the lead. 10 to go. Rocco Twyman trying to sneak his way up to the front. Oh, contact. Miles trying to force the 17. Twyman leads. Twyman gets the lead. Now the battle for second is on. Daniel Royals gets it. No caution. Not yet. Benjamin Miles third. Teammate with Stoudemire Jr. We'll see they'll work together. And the caution's out. They'll race it back. Twyman with the block. There'll be 8 to go though, so there's going to be a couple more laps left after the caution. Who got second, by the way? It was Stoudemire Jr. just barely getting second, trying to duck down to avoid wrecking, out, and he saves the car, and boy, this is going to be a wild finish here. And now we see Angel Navarro once again wrecking, and this time he got taken out by Pichu, and he goes upside down, and does a couple barrel rolls on the track, and his day has just been awful. Just been an awful day for the 38 machine. It's just been awful for front row today. They've been rocked in and out, and they're hoping for this day, hoping for like a better result next race at Barnesville. But that's another wreck-filled short track. These guys will have to be very careful at. It's much smaller than Richmond, but more exciting. 3 to go. Green. Rocco Twine with a much needed boost. He's off. He's already off. Boyles for second. Boyles gets there. Look at Boyles go. Got a good run. Twyman up high, trying to get there, and he's out of gas. Boyles comes in. 2 to go. Boyles kind of come in, and he ran out of fuel. The question is, will Twyman make it? Stoudemire Jr. and Miles in second and third. White flag. Twyman's out of gas. Stoudemire leads. Big spin in the back. Stoudemire takes the white flag. Wow! Is that a caution? No, yes, that's a caution. His teammate was taken out by a lapped car of Matthew Emdev. Wow! And Richardson moves up to second. Is Stoudemire Jr. going to have enough fuel? Does he have enough fuel to make it? He's very, very slow. He might try to coax to the line. And he is going to do it off the final turn in a wild finish. Amari Stoudemire Jr. wins at Richmond. Just breathtaking views of the, of the start-finish line from the flag waiver perspective. And the 88 just takes the win. And his teammate Benjamin Miles was just taken out of a potential 1-2 finish. He was 9th. He still got to finish in 9th place, but man, what a finish. I mean, yeah, he got taken out by the lapped car of Matthew Emdev, and then everyone just started to pile up. That's how he was able to stay in the top 10 after wrecking. But man, Miles, he could have had a 1-2 finish, and well, that's unfortunate that a lap car wrecked him out of it and caused the final yellow. But it did give the win to his teammate, Amari Stoudemire Jr., and it's his second career PNS victory, and his first with his new team with Hedrick Motorsports. So the 88 car has won. That's the second straight two-decision car that has won today, and now O'Neal Balvin stands alone as the only decision car to have not won this season so far. Still time, though. Plenty of time for the Hedrick team to get all 4 of their cars to victory lane. I think they did that last season. No, I don't think they did that last season. They only got 2 of their cars to victory lane. That was the Superman and Batman machine of Benjamin Miles and Chris Dodd. And now the final results from Richmond. Stoudemire Jr. wins and Richardson second. Josh Crash came to third. Jake Ferguson fourth. 5th place was Mason Powers. Cody Smart got 6th, so Front Row did have at least a top 10 despite 2 of their cars already taken out early. So at least that was a bright point for the team. 7th place was Grayson Acevedo, and he's not even in. Wait, he was on pit road to take the checkers, and he still got 7th. Sam Rogers in 8th. Miles limped at 9th. Tony Green also on pit road when the checkered flag came around to finish in 10th. And this was the rest of the field, which was a big mess. Morgan McPherson had a piston problem. That's what caused him to get out of the race after just 2 laps. So a tough day for Morgan, and hopefully it'll be better next race. And it's going to be at Martinsville. You know, it's another short track. The paperclip, much more wreckful than what we saw at Richmond. So these guys will have to be very careful at just trying to survive at Martinsville. So this race, if you thought this race was filled with wrecks, wait till you see Martinsville. Unless if we do a little tweaking, which I'm probably going to do to make it more green flag runs, basically, because Richmond was like that back before. I changed it up and made it less wreckful. Still had a lot of wrecks, but not as often as it was in the early days. So we'll see you in Martinsville, hopefully with a lot less wrecks, which is probably unlikely considering of the track size, but we'll give it our best. So anyway, see you guys at Race 5 at Martinsville.